over the years. I mean, you used to be able to walk downtown Astoria and there'd be 4 or 5 different shoe stores. There was, some of you might remember Reed and Grimberg's. There was Manula's, who I had a good friend who, in fact, Steve used to work at Manula's. And then there was Kinney's. There was a number of different shoe stores that have come and gone through downtown Astoria, and it wasn't uncommon to have 4 or 5 shoe stores in town. Now you get to the point where there's just one, and now there's a second store that's opened up downtown also. Give kudos to the owner of the new athletic sporting goods stores that opened up down the street also. But the business has changed. Shoe business, people are buying online a lot more, and I know when the online business started, everyone said, well, that's going to be the death of shoe stores like us, but there's still that opportunity for us with the customer service and focusing, and we've had to develop our own niche in how we do things. And we dropped the kids business. That wasn't profitable. We focused more on comfort and specialized into specialty brands, and we're now what we classify ourselves as a specialty retailer. We do things in a special way. We're not a usual retailer, we're a specialty retailer. That means we do things our way and in a manner that makes sense to us, and we try to do our thing, and we don't worry about what others are doing. As long as we keep our path and keep going and doing the things the way we know things need to be done, we figure that that's the secret to our success going forward. But there's been a lot of challenges, and being relatively small, we've been able to adapt, and I think that's what we need to continue to do in the face of everything else that's going on in retail and with the economy, is being quick to adapt and change. We have changed a lot. I can remember back in the day loading up with cases of rubber boots and taking samples of them to all the canneries that were down along the waterfront down there to get all our, show them what kind of rubber boots we had, get them on the workers. And we had the back room full of rubber boots, we got the basement full of rubber boots, and I don't think we've got a rubber boot outside of a few of these bogs here anymore. But the business has changed. You can step into the back room here and see the floor in the back room is full of these little holes in the wood floor. That's where the old loggers used to come in and try out their logging boots, whether it was the West Coast, the Curran Green, the Danners, and we sold tons of those things. And I just used to I remember one thing that's always amazed me is how those guys laced up those boots. They'd be 22-inch boots, almost up their knee, and they just start off at the bottom, and go, back and forth, and lace up their boots and nothing flat. If I was to do it in 5 minutes, okay, this one down. But we don't do any logging boots anymore. Then it was work boots. We did a lot of work boots, and we don't do a single work boot anymore. Well, we still do some work boots. In fact, we just had a talk with Red Wing here just a couple weeks ago. They want to get us back into the work boot business and start doing some stuff with that, and some of the specialty steel toe stuff. Actually, it's not steel toe; it's composite toes these days rather than steel toes. But the business has changed. But the one thing that's always stayed the same has been people, and that's been the important aspect: is having the right people and getting the right attitude, the right philosophy about what we do, and that's what's made Gimre's, and hopefully we can still continue to do that. I'll encourage you to take a look at the pictures that are back up behind where Marina is back there. We found this one has been in the back room, shows the old Scow Bay and some of the old schooners out there in the river. Take a look at that. Found this one up on a shelf. This was where we had temporary location after the fire. And kind of a heads up, next year we'll be celebrating 100 years in this location at this place. So that's going to be a fun party that we'll have. We'll try to get one of those 14th Street parties back again, see if we can do something like that. And then this was a picture of Sven, my grandfather, with my dad, his brother Anders, at the turnaround in Seaside back from 1921. And that think that's about it. Not quite 20 minutes, but if you have any questions tonight, be sure to ask me, and don't hesitate. I'm looking forward to this.